Hi there, viewers. A million thanks for joining me again on another exciting episode of the Brunch Show on Value Chain TV, TBS for short. My name is Patience Moses, your host on the show. As today, I won't be doing it alone on the newspaper review segment. I have Mr. Williams with me in the studio. Hi, Mr. Williams.
I'm fine.
How have you been?
Fine, thank you.
For a while now, I know my viewers have not seen you.
Yes, the task at hand is very much, so we're trying to see how we can meet up deadline.
And I'm so excited because the headlines today are very, very tactical, and I'm very excited that you're around to help me out on them. So that is a very, very good opportunity that we have you today, looking at the topics we have for the newspaper review segment. So as everything is going to go well, the edition promises to be exciting because I have the newspaper review segment, I have This Week in History's essay Ufoma, and on the entertainment segment, I have a little forward and trendy, where Anastasia will be joining me. So I want you to sit back, relax, as every of these segments unfolds. First, we are going to the newspaper review segment. Alright, thank you for staying tuned. Now moving to the newspaper review segment. So Mr. Williams, there are so many headlines today. We are going to pick just a few from major papers in the nation. And the first paper we're looking at today is the Daily Times newspaper. The big story here says cybersecurity levy. TUC threatens total shutdown nationwide. Describes levy as extortion, illogical conning at a time Nigerians are grappling with high cost of living. Levy provocative, suspend it, Dean of Borno Elders Forum tells Tinubu.
I quite agree with Labour on this.
Okay.
When the president took over office as President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he said one thing, he said, let the poor breathe. Are the poor people breathing right now? They are beyond suffocation as we speak. In fact, they are dying. So if the economy is harsh, and then you keep on bringing levy after levy, you see tariff hike in electricity, tariff hike in communication, in social, what do you call it now? And so many of them, more than 8, in fact up to like 10.
True.
So how will the poor breathe? By bringing all this on their heads. They can barely survive as we speak.
True.
Money for food is not available. Transportation astronomically high as we speak. Fuel not available. So how do you expect the poor people to breathe? So the Labour, I think they are doing the right thing. I'm on them with concerning this matter. So the government should have a rethink on all these issues and see how they can use other means of funding this particular cyber security, whatever they're talking about.
And it's actually very funny. It amazes me how when it comes to increasing tariff and levies and all of that, they want it done very fast.
Exactly.
But when it comes to things that will benefit the citizens, it
Implementation
takes years before it gets
people.
implemented.
Exactly.
So
it pass through so many channels.
So many bottlenecks and all of that. But if it's going to benefit them, they will do it very, very fast. Well,
that's government.
I hope they look into this and at least cut this tariff and hike up everything. Now that is not okay. We're moving to the Daily Independence newspaper. Another increase again. This one says FG yet to write helicopter operators on new $300 landing levy. Now this is another levy stories. Operators query contractors structure, 6 meeting with minister. Lament 1000% rise in airworthiness certificate fee.
Now we've been talking about the ease of doing business in Nigeria. The moment you keep on increasing taxation here and there, it will not go well for Nigeria, especially when you are looking at inviting foreign investors. The first thing they look at is what is the ease of doing business in Nigeria. So the moment you have most of these taxation and tariffs here and there, it will rather chase them away. They will look at other countries, especially African countries, who have better options than Nigeria. These are the implications of
all of this.
Yes.
Okay, so they should actually look at all of these levies. How beneficial will it be? Is it going to ease business? Will it bring investors into the country or chase them away? And with the way it's looking, investors are complaining, operators are lamenting. So this is a sign that they are chasing them out and they might probably run away. Okay, still on Daily Independent. The bigger story here is Rivers State crisis. So Rivers crisis gets messier as Fubara speaker emerges. PDP warns Wike's lawmaker against creating anarchy, says impeachment may trigger crisis. The real democracy warns APC can't forcefully take over Rivers, alert IGP. Now the whole Rivers crisis has been going on, and I just want you to kind of
for Rivers State, it has been a case of godfatherism. Okay. Yes, Fubara is anointed son, anointed son of Wike. Okay. So when Wike was about leaving office, he was the one that anointed Fubara, and his expectations are that when Fubara steps in, Fubara is going to dance to his tune. But unfortunately for him, the man feels that he is no longer a child, that he is a grown-up.
He should be left to stand alone and make decisions.
As governor, he should be able to take decisions as governor. Number one, personality in Rivers State. So if somebody will be in Abuja as a minister dictating to him, it means he's no longer in charge. So this has been the problem of Rivers State. So Fubara wants to handle Rivers State the way he deems fit. These are the projects that will benefit the people. These are some of the things that he wants to do that will bring in maybe foreign investments and increase the economy. But on the other hand, his godfather is saying, okay, no, do it this way. If you remember, the godfather will say, okay, if let's say we have 20 commissioners, the godfather will now appoint maybe 18 commissioners. And the governor, who is the number one citizen in that state, will have only 2 commissioners. People coming from his side. Which is not supposed to be so. No, if you look at the state assembly, the same thing. So most of the people in the state assembly, they were anointed by the past governor, Wike. And ever since, he has been having problem with them. When he proposed his budget, that's Fubara, they kicked against it. So right now, we are having a parallel speaker in the house who is now loyal to Fubara. Okay. So that's the problem of Rivers State as we speak. So we have pro-Fubara lawmakers, we have pro-Fubara, pro-Wike lawmakers. So at the end of the day, it's going to spell doom for Rivers State. But it is high time people who were once in government leave people who are currently in government. Their time is far gone. So allow the people who are there now to run the state the way
let them do their thing.
Yes.
Coming into power, I'm sure they had a lot of ideas. They had so many things they would want to execute. So you standing and dictating like you're standing in the way.
Yes.
I hope all governors will stand up the way Fubara is standing. Okay, so lastly, we are moving to Business Day newspaper. And the big story here says, Cocoa Rush. Farmers revive old trees amid price surge. Now, growing up, I'm beginning to discover it's more like, okay, the cocoa we've been hearing about is like it's dying. It's a very good cash crop that we could actually make.
It is not like it is dying, it is dead in Nigeria. Anything that has to do with agriculture as we speak is dead. Unfortunately, when the previous government came in, they said they were going to revive agriculture. But to my greater dismay, I have not seen what they did in that particular sector. Formerly, Nigeria used to be, if I'm not mistaken, number one in cocoa exporting in Africa. But these days, nobody is talking about Nigeria. We're talking about Ivory Coast. We're talking about Ghana and the rest of them. So the cocoa industry in Nigeria is dead. If the current government is wise, they should be able to wake up and see that, okay, let's revive the agricultural sector in general. If you remember, during the former minister of Agri, that's who is the current president of the Africa Development Bank, he did so many things regarding cocoa farming, and it blossomed at that particular time. I'm expecting that since we still have somebody like him heading the African Development Bank, the government of the day should be able to work or partner with that particular bank and see how we can revive the cocoa industry and in general the agricultural sector.
Well, that's a very good one. And with the way it's going, I hope something is done about this. Thank you so much, Mr. Williams.
Thank you very much.
I'm so excited that you're able to do justice to some of the headlines we picked today. Thank you so much.
Okay.
All right, so viewers, this is where we're going to bring it a wrap on the newspaper review segment. Stay tuned and we'll move to This Week in History.
On May 9, 1987, Chief Jeremiah Obafemi Awolowo, a Nigerian politician, died at the age of 78. Awolowo was a key figure in Nigeria's political history and played a significant role in the country's independence movement. He was a founding member of the Action Group Party and served as a premier of the Western region of Nigeria from 1954 to 1959. Awolowo was a prominent advocate for Nigerian federalism and was known for his progressive policies, including the introduction of free primary education and the establishment of the University of Ife, now Obafemi Awolowo University. On May 9, 1960, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration first approved the birth control pill, which helped give people the freedom to determine their own life path. Nearly 60 years later, it is past time to make the pill truly accessible. On May 11, 1997, IBM's Deep Blue computer defeated world chess champion Garry Kasparov for the first time in a 6-game match. It was a groundbreaking moment in the field of artificial intelligence. Deep Blue in the first high-level chess tournament ever staged between man and computer. Celebrate National Lost Sock Memorial Day on May 9th and remember all the socks that have gone missing in your life. This day has been around since the mid-1990s when it was first created to honor those lonely single socks that we have all lost over time. It is a great opportunity for us to laugh about our misfortune, reflect on how many pairs of socks we have actually gone through, and appreciate just how far sock technology has come in recent years.
Alright, thank you so much, SA Ufoma, for these beautiful reminders. And the first one on the list was so touching and saddening. So on the 9th of May, we lost Obafemi Awolowo, a very big nationalist who fought daily for independence of Nigeria. And excited enough, we got that independence. So a big shout out to him for every of his efforts in ensuring that Nigeria gets free from the British and colonial masters. And then also National Lost Socks Day. If I remember back then in school, my socks, a lot of them get missing. So a big shout out to the ones we lost, and then for the single ones that have remained without a pair. It's really interesting to find out that, okay, so many things that we see as insignificant are actually significant, like trying to remember the day you lost your socks and all of that. Well, that's a very good one. Thank you so much, SA Ufoma. I know you'll be wondering who is sitting right next to me. Don't worry, she'll be joining me for the entertainment segment, so stay tuned for the entertainment segment. Alright, now on the entertainment segment, you'll be wondering what does Patience have for us again. For the entertainment segment, I won't just move straight to entertainment. I like kind of single out a particular entertainment, and this is where we name it weird and trendy, and that is why Anastasia is here with me. Hi, Anastasia.
Hi, chat music. Hello, everyone.
Okay, so how have you been?
I've been very good.
Okay, so I heard you have something weird and trendy for us. What's that?
Yes, I have something very. In fact, there are things that are weird and trendy. The country is weird and it's trending. But then for this particular entertainment segment, there's a story about someone that has been in the limelight, and then suddenly he fell down and we don't know anything about it. There are so many people like that. And this particular person is Sky B. I don't know if you remember this song, My Baby, My Baby.
My baby, my baby. Okay, so
even though I doubt if you were born by that time, though, no problem.
Anastasia.
So,
go ahead.
Sky B was someone that was very known in the 2000s rather,
Okay.
and he had a very huge album. But suddenly no one knew about him anymore. So there's this guy, a content creator, he just goes around finding people and giving information about people that are in the dark or in the past. So he went out to look for this Sky B.
Wow.
And
Interesting.
eventually we found out that Sky B is living in a one-room apartment with his wife and his children.
Oh my God.
All the way from stardom to nothing, from hero to zero, from grace to grass, whatever you want to call it. So it's terrible. And in fact, let's just go and see the video and see how that happened.
How many of you remember Sky B, the guy that sang
Ogechi, my girl, you promise me, say, you no go away, even if say me a fall. Now you go away, who go show me the way? Ogechi, my girl, it drive me go crazy. But it's so cold, I wonder why. I got up bed alone, the morning rays cloud up my window. There I can see it all, but even if I hang your picture there, your pictures on my wall, it hurts so bad, it hurts so bad, it hurts so bad. My baby, you're the one that I'm calling, baby, I'm falling down, my baby, you're the one. And God know that I will be with you.
Man, I can't believe this is Sky B. It's good to have you back. A lot of people have been asking about Sky B, and I've been looking for him, and I found him. I had to fly down to Abuja, to Port Harcourt, to come interview him. People have been playing your song, and he's not even on the internet. Sky B has been going through a lot of difficulties. Don't worry, the interview is coming tomorrow on my platform. Make sure you're following Lokudu on all social media platforms, because the video is going to be dropping. A lot has happened to him, and to be honest, social media has made us forget about a lot of people. You know, the world made progress and left him behind, and you know, we have to try to bring him back. So let's see how we can share the video to go viral. Follow him on all his social media platforms, and hopefully he has a lot of songs though. He has so many songs that you've never listened to. Something happened to him, so watch out for the stories coming soon.
So from the video, evidently we see that things are not moving fine for him. In fact, fans and Nigerians had to get him a phone. The clothes he was wearing, they had to buy it for him. And now we just hope that things will begin to look up for him now.
So, and then I'm beginning to think and imagine, I would say it's even better not to have tested wealth or fame than to test and then you go back to nothing, and then the struggle to come up again, and then you're left wondering, would I still maintain that fame, or would I get it back and all of that? But I'm actually very, very grateful to this content creator for what he is doing. There are so many people out there. This, I think it has not just happened to just Sky B. A lot of other people are going through something. What is
really weird about it is it the producers or the managers or his frenemies? Who are these people that hold the artists' lives in their hands? We have people like one other guy, he came out to say Ruga was copying his style. He was used that Ruga is now using one patch item. Is that him?
I remember. Isn't that Baba Frayo?
Yes,
or what
that's Baba Frayo.
Okay.
So it's weird, and it calls for questioning. These people, how do they just die out? What is the mystery behind the one-time wonder?
Mystery behind the one-time wonder. Okay, thank you so much, Anastasia. That was quite very educating and interesting also. And then still on the entertainment segment, and we all know Marvin Records. So they're celebrating 12 years of impact in Nigerian music sector. And I know Marvin Records, Anastasia, you know them, yeah?
Everybody knows Marvin's. If you
She said everybody knows Melon record. Yeah,
or don't you know
jazz,
jazz?
yes. So we're getting a report that it actually started in 2012, and you know how many people Don Jazzy has actually brought, how many of them he has actually helped and brought local artists, and now they are big stars. It talks of Rema, Arya Stars, a whole lot
so
of
many
them.
people.
So I think Marvin
Savage.
Records are doing so much for the music industry. Well, so many stories, but then we have to cut it short here. Thank you so much, Anastasia, for joining me. At least I wasn't smiling just to the camera. I had someone to smile too. Well, thank you so much, viewers, for staying tuned. Now, this is where we're going to call it a wrap on the show. Now, don't forget to join me again on Monday. And do not forget, you also have the comment section to drop your comments, share your ideas and stories that you know are trending and you want to share with us. You can go ahead and do that. And then subscribe to our YouTube channel to follow us on every other of our programs, so you get to find out. Remember, the headlines we discussed in the newspaper review segment, you get to find out every detail on the news updates by 7. So stay tuned to Value Chain TV. I remain Patience Moses signing out.
And I'm Anastasia. Adios.
Alright, bye for now. Do have a great day.